The world of cinema is full of strange anecdotes, events between actors and directors that truly seem as if they came straight out of a movie. One of these comes from Tony Fillingham, a British actor who appeared in several television productions and who recounted a rather unexpected episode involving the star of Rocky. During the filming of a commercial with Sylvester Stallone, the latter allegedly gave him a very direct piece of advice: never work with Bruce Willis. The reason? According to Fillingham, Stallone confided to him that the die-hard legend was always late, a serious problem in an industry where time equals money and where even a few minutes of delay can jeopardize an entire production. Naturally, as often happens with on-set stories, these are anecdotal claims and should be taken with caution. Yet some behind-the-scenes details make the anecdote all the more intriguing. The tension between Stallone and Willis is no secret. In 2013, during preparations for The Expendables 3, Stallone publicly announced Willis's replacement with Harrison Ford. Shortly afterward, in a series of tweets later deleted, he described Willis as greedy and lazy, attributing his departure to a financial dispute. Willis had allegedly demanded a much higher fee for a brief appearance on set. With hindsight, the story takes on more complex shades. In 2022, Willis's family revealed that the actor was suffering from aphasia, a degenerative condition that can affect memory and communication skills. It is impossible to know whether early signs were already present at the time, but several crew members have since reported similar difficulties in later productions. One Piece. The production of the live-action adaptation of the manga and anime series is underway in Cape Town, South Africa. Among the cast, several actors have been promoted to regular characters. Michaela Hoover as Chopper, Joe Manganiello as Mr. Zero, Lara Aboya as Miss All Sunday, and Senthil Ramamurthy as Nefertari Cobra. But there are also many new entries. The third season of the Netflix series, also available on Sky Glass, Sky Q, and via the Now Smart Stick app. One Piece has officially begun production in Cape Town, South Africa. In recent hours, the cast has been enriched with two new members. Otto and Daisy Head will play Mr. One and Miss Doublefinger, respectively. Netflix has renewed the live-action adaptation of the manga and anime series ahead of the premiere of the second season, scheduled for March 10, 2026. Other cast members include the main protagonists: Iñaki Godoy as Monkey D. Luffy, Makenyu as Zoro, Emily Rudd as Nami, Jacob Romero as Usopp, Taz Skylar as Sanji, and Charithra Chandran as Miss Wednesday. Plot: Luffy and the Straw Hat crew set sail for the Grand Line, a legendary sea full of danger and wonder, in search of the ultimate treasure, the One Piece. Along the way, they will face bizarre islands and formidable new enemies. Production. Showrunners and executive producers are Matt Owens and Joe Trach for Season 2, while Trach and Ian Stokes lead Season 3. Other executive producers include One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda, Marty Adelstein, Becky Clements, and more. Christoph Gans returns behind the camera for Return to Silent Hill, the new chapter in the film adaptation of Konami's survival horror. On January 22, 2026, fans of Konami's Silent Hill video game saga will once again face Pyramid Head with Return to Silent Hill, the new film based on the iconic survival horror. It's a return in every sense. Christoph Gans, who won over audiences in the early 2000s with the first cinematic adaptation, is back in the director's chair. Today, we can show you the full Italian trailer of this new project, distributed by Midnight Factory. Play on. Return to Silent Hill will follow the story of James, Jeremy Irvine, who travels to the once idyllic town of Silent Hill to find his missing partner. The film is directed by Christoph Gans, who previously helmed Silent Hill in 2006, co-written with Roger Avary, with a $50 million budget and around $100 million worldwide gross. The plot is inspired by the video game Silent Hill 2, released in 2001 for PS2, Xbox, and Windows. The video game saga began in 1999 on the original PlayStation and was recently revived with the remake of Silent Hill 2, developed in 2024 by Poland's Bloober team for Windows, PS5, and Xbox Series X, S, once again under Konami's banner. However, in its cinematic form, the project is conceived as a true reboot, aiming to erase the misstep of Silent Hill. Revelation 3D, 2012, directed by Michael J. Bassett, a B-movie that grossed roughly half of its predecessor. The cast also includes Hannah Emily Anderson and Evie Templeton. This time, the screenplay is penned by Gans, together with Sandra Vaughan and Will Schneider. His search plunges him into the nightmare of a ghost town, forcing him to question his own sanity while facing eerie, threatening, and grotesque figures. Jeremy Allen White will voice the character Rada the Hutt in The Mandalorian and Grogu, but he revealed that before joining the cast, he didn't even know this character existed in the Star Wars universe. Jeremy Allen White will make his debut in the Star Wars universe with The Mandalorian and Grogu, which will bring Din Djarin and Little Grogu's adventures to the big screen starting in May 2026. In May 2026, audiences will return to that galaxy far, far away that George Lucas first introduced back in 1977. This time, however, the movie will feature Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal, and Grogu, the beloved characters from Disney's The Mandalorian, on a dangerous mission for the New Republic. During their new space adventure, Mando and Baby Yoda will also encounter Rada the Hutt, son of the infamous gangster Jabba the Hutt. Voicing him in the original version is Jeremy Allen White, who confessed in an interview with Variety that before director Jon Favreau offered him the role, he had no idea Rada even existed. Although he has always been a fan of Star Wars, the actor from The Bear had never heard of the character he voices, Rada the Hutt. Jeremy Allen White revealed that before joining The Mandalorian and Grogu, he had no idea Jabba the Hutt had a son, Rada. For White, it was his first experience with voice acting, a very different challenge from traditional acting. While new to him, Rada the Hutt is already familiar to fans, having first appeared in Star Wars The Clone Wars, where the young Hutt was kidnapped in a separatist plot thwarted by Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. He expressed excitement about contributing to the Star Wars universe, which he has long admired, and about making a film his daughters could enjoy. Jon Favreau personally introduced him to the role after meeting at a party, inviting him to voice the character. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie will be released in theaters on May 20th, 2026. The adventures of Din Djarin and his apprentice will therefore be visible on the big screen starting from that date.